Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out of the gun to give to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Using his legs, it's Moulton. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Complete out of the backfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Huskers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Bully ball on third and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Matt Rule delivered Nebraska's first winning season since 2016, but they lost 5 games by a single possession. Now Rule's going to have to find a way to win those close games.
They got to find a way to win the close games. They made the change last year down the stretch at OC, and now does that pay off? Because I think we all believe we watched Dylan Raiola, and he's got something to him, Palmer. He's got that special to him. You can see it in spurts, but we got to get it more consistently.
This was a program that didn't look very good a couple years ago, and what a difference 1 year makes. All of a sudden, this team believes. There's a lot of discipline, and a lot of that comes from Coach Rule, but you're right, David. That swagger that Raiola brings this offense, it just makes them different.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Tight end finds a soft spot. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Now, the Hawkeyes have a whole new backfield without Caleb Johnson, who turned in one of the most prolific rushing seasons in Iowa football history. School record 21 touchdowns. He was this offense a year ago, David.
He was, and if you're an Iowa fan, man, Reese, we've been just clamoring for years. Just give me some offense, like some form of a passing attack. Another new system. Tim Lester comes in as the OC. Interested to see if they can air it out. They can be more fun to watch, and they can score more points.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. The short hands, it's Anderson. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
The Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. They think there's room to run to the right here. Wide open spaces. Offense on the move. Hey, big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Oh, better look out!
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Patterson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Gill. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
Leaves it with the running back. Breaks the tackle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to get the corner. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The handoff to Johnson. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? To the air, it's Raiola. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Man, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times where you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
They boot it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Here's the handoff.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The inside handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Great play by the defense there. Listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll give it to Johnson. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Raiola. Hauls it in. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. You know, Jesse, they threw that to him in double coverage, and I like that sometimes because you can't let the defense just dictate what you're going to do.
No, they're going to make sure he gets his, Reese, no doubt about it. And they're going to force it over to him, hoping that he can make a play and knowing that he can. But as a defense, you got to be careful doubling him because that means somebody else is wide open.
Makes the catch. It's Hunter. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're going back to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And the Huskers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. The Cornhuskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Back to throw, it's Raiola. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Huskers! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give to the left side. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And the Hawkeyes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Caught behind the line. It's Moulton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Quickly to the flat, and the wide receiver screen. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Ives. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Got a man. It's Hunter. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Bringing the heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch down the right side. He's loose. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Huskers will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Oh, what a move to get room. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Moulton. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
They go to the ground. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Hawkeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. on the ground. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And that one will give them the lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Got his man down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Raiola. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The Cornhuskers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. The Huskers send out the punt unit. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running to the left. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. It's a reverse. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, you know, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
And the Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on first down. Quickly complete. It's a running room. He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Cornhuskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Powers forward. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now the toss. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Creates a little room. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll send the tight end in motion. quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The Huskers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. The sure hands, it's Anderson. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to
do. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Looking for room. It's Moulton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And the Hawkeyes get enough for the first down.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Touchdown, Iowa! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Hit as he throws. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And the Huskers decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Give to the running back. It's a seam wide open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got the first down and more. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Finding open areas. Oh, what a cut! He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Go straight ahead. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
All right, you've now tried running the ball down here a couple times. It hasn't worked. What are you going to do on 4th down? Are you settling for a field goal? Or do you've got a play in your back pocket to go get you 6?
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun. Give on the inside. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the 2nd half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Finds a little space. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Lining up for the PAT. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They'll immediately call timeout. The Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Calls his own number. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Key.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to fire. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Pulls it in, the first down and more. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Dropping back, it's Raiola. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Quarterback running on the draw. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. And the Huskers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on 1st down. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.